Guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to just share on things that we can do that can help us minimize breakage of our hair. You know, no one likes breakage, and we may find that at times we get so frustrated thinking that our hair doesn't actually grow, whereas our hair does grow, our hair does grow, our hair does grow. The only thing that might be standing in our hair, in our way of growth, is breakage. And breakage we hate. We do not like breakage. So what can we improve on? What can we do better in order to have hair which is no longer breaking and move past that point of breakage? Okay, first and foremost, the thing that we need to know the most is the difference between shedding and breakage. So when hair is shedding, hair comes out from the root. I'll insert something here just so you guys see. And then when hair is breaking, it means halfway through. That's why we tend to have shorter hairs in some parts of our hair, which clearly means that our hair is breaking in that area. Okay, our strands are breaking in that area. Okay, so I'm going to read something from here. When hair is shed, the entire length from its base to its tip falls out. Shed hairs therefore tend to be longer pieces of hair. Also, shed hairs tend to have a very tiny white bulb at the base of the hair. This is because when the hair is in the resting phase, color stops being produced. Okay, I hope that clears it. So some of the things which cause breakage are caused by over manipulation, dryness, and excessive heat styling. That's breakage. Okay, some of the causes. These are just some. This is not an exhaustive list. So some of the things that we can try to better improve on are things such as when we are detangling our hair. So when we are detangling, let us try to start with our fingers. Start with your fingers. Don't just go in with the comb. Don't just go in with the brush. Try and start with your fingers. And make sure that when you do detangle that you are not in a hurry, that you have to be gentle and you have to take your time. And don't rush it. You know, I know it gets frustrating, and no, we don't have all day, but we have to really be slow with it and take our time to minimize the breakage as well of our hair as we're parting it, as we are removing the knots and everything which is in our hair. So speaking of knots, the other thing is, don't be tempted to just pull out something when you see it, when you see a knot hanging or anything. Don't be tempted to do that. Get your fingers out your hair. Get your fingers out your hair. Okay, and then another thing is, let us try to do one hairstyle a week, because then the hairstyle is no longer protective if you're constantly tugging and pulling at your hair. The point is to stop tugging and pulling at our hair so that our hair is constantly at one state, you know. So the hairstyle is no longer protective if you over and over again you are tying it into a bun and then removing the bun and then you're braiding it and then removing the braid and da 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 da. So try and not over manipulate the hair. Try and do one simple style for the week and then touch it again towards the end of the week. But don't forget to moisturize. Moisturize, moisturize, hydrate, moisturize. Our hair needs to be moisturized and hydrated. Our hair needs to thrive, and those are the things which contribute to it thriving: moisturizing and hydration. And when our hair is moisturized and hydrated, it looks great, it feels great, and it's healthy like that. Our hair does not need to be dry and brittle, because dry and brittle leads to breakage. That's one of the most contributing factors to breakage: dry and brittle hair. So let's have a routine, a schedule as to how and when we moisturize it. Don't just leave it for when you do your LOC method, your lock method on your wash day, and then a week later then you start moisturizing again. Try and do it maybe twice every other day, you know, every other day or every single day, depending on how dry your hair gets. Yeah, so consider that. Consider writing it down so that you remember it, so that you are organized in terms of your hair regimen. Another thing is it's important that you maintain a consistent regimen, a routine. It's not about the products that you use, it's the method that you use and your consistency in the method that you're using. So in order to remind yourself of the method that you're using, write it down, have a board, have a calendar, have a schedule, something along those lines, which is gonna keep you on point so that you're able to better remember and better have a hair routine that works for you. And also having that schedule, routine, whatever regimen written down, you're able to then track and trace, this product is not working for me, I'm going to change this one, instead of just buying everything and then ending up not using it. So have a schedule and a regimen that you will follow through with. Another thing is deep condition, deep condition, deep condition, deep condition, deep condition, deep condition. Make sure that you deep condition your hair on a weekly basis or on your wash day. Since I wash my hair weekly, I tend to deep condition every week. Then if you're washing your hair every second week, then every single week make sure that you are also deep conditioning during that time. And the thing that I really want to emphasize, it's really important that we are gentle, we are patient with our hair, and remember to moisturize your hair always. Even when you have a protective style on like braids, make sure that you're still oiling the scalp, and moisturizing the braids if you have to. But make sure that the hair doesn't get to a point of dry and brittle, because that's one of the most contributing factors to breakage. Nobody wants breakage. In order for our hair to grow healthy and full and long and luscious, let's do better by taking care of it and making sure that what we are doing to our hair and for our hair really starts showing. Because we spend a lot of money on products, we spend a lot of money on getting the right products that will work for us, but then we fail to follow through with the product, and then it makes no sense as to why our hair is not thriving, why our hair is not growing. So let's do better and have a routine and a regimen just to make sure that we are following through, so that we can see the results. We see the fruits of the products that we're buying, because we end up saying that products are not working, whereas we haven't given the products enough time to work, and we don't have a consistent routine that we're following. So we need a consistent routine which is gonna work with the products, which is going to contribute to flourishing hair. So that's all from me today. Thank you guys. Hope this helps you.